Hello, I'm Zanti, and welcome back to the channel. So, you guys, today we're talking about a rather sensitive topic. So, actress Brenda Ngxoli, we all know Brenda Ngxoli from The Queen to popular TV soapies and TV shows. She's one of the most iconic actresses that we have in the country. So, recently there was a video of her that was shared on social media by her. You could tell that the video was taken by her because she would some during the video she would turn the camera towards herself to show herself. So in the video it is her and her mother, and in what seemed to be an altercation between them. So this has prompted her to reveal that actually her own mother doesn't like her. So apparently she built her home, you guys, when things were going well for her, when she was getting gigs and when she was getting booked. And when things started to die down and she was not getting booked and was not getting roles, she went back home like many of us do whenever we want to regroup and just kind of gather ourselves so that we can go out there and try our best again. So apparently for her, she was not welcomed in her home by her own mother, and it is a sad reality, you guys, that some of us, some black African children face this, that when a kaya, if you don't bring in money, if you don't bring in groceries, you are basically just not welcomed. Then they don't like you because you don't, they choose to rather like the ones who bring in the groceries and who bring in the money in the house. And it is a sad reality that most of us faces in African households, that our parents, our siblings, our families, our relatives would only accept us if only we bring something and we bring money or groceries into the house. And a lot of people have experienced this, and you could see that in the video her mother and her was, they were literally exchanging some very hurtful words to each other. I don't want to necessarily paint her mother in a bad way, because I personally do not know their personal relationship and their like personal stuff. What I could tell from that video, you could tell that there are some hurtful things that they are both going through, and they're just projecting those things to each other, to a point whereby they even was a point whereby they wanted to physically hurt one another, which was of course just so sad to see that a mother would do that to her own child. Because that video, you guys, it is very sad to see that her mother, first of all, she's an elderly woman. You can tell that she's a woman who is an elder. So for her to be, saying those things and just being hurtful towards her own daughter, it was rather hurtful. And also to see Brenda also having to raise her voice and say hurtful things towards her mother as well. It was just a sad thing to witness and to see. And it has raised a lot of questions in terms of what is the dynamics when it comes to the relationship. And it has also raised this topic of people not, especially black people, not accepting their kids if they're not doing well. Personally, I've had an experience of this whereby one of my own close cousin, apparently her mother, not apparently, like literally her mother would not call her until it is her payday. Literally on her payday, in her payday, the first call she would get in the morning would be her mother asking her for money. Like the entire month, her own mother would not call her, would not check up on her, would not, literally not even bother to say anything to her until it was the 25th. That is when she got paid, and that is when her mother would literally call her and ask her when is she bringing in money. So it is a rather sad topic, you guys. But I want to know from you guys, have you guys ever experienced this whereby you feel like you are not welcomed in your home, in your own, with your own family, your own relatives, if you are not bringing in some sort of money, or if you are not bringing in groceries in the house?